Hey guys, Kavan here. So, for the longest time, I've been holding off doing a podcast. And the main reason is because I don't want to add another thing to my plate. I am someone who like to focus. And I know that when I add more, I'm just going to go off track and then things would get messy. So, this is the fourth year I'm running this business alone. For the first 3 years, I'm doing a lot of exploration. But now I think, okay, maybe it's time to put my heart into doing a podcast, which of course I'm putting this on YouTube as well, but like solo talk. So in this episode, I want to talk about why I'm doing this right now and how I think about it. You know, for the longest time, I always associate doing a YouTube channel or like a podcast like a very high effort type of thing because we want high production value, right? We look at all these big creators out there or just big entrepreneurs out there, and they have these amazing quality videos and audio all the time. So I thought, okay, if I want to do it, I want to do it really well. And that means I need a lot of effort or even money before I start. I basically need to get myself ready for that. And I started my YouTube channel maybe a year and a half ago. And I did use that mentality to run it. So each of the video was quite high production. I would script the video, I would plan, I would shoot, I would edit it. Later, I even hire a video editor to do it. But you can see that this is getting quite out of hand because things get more complicated and things get more time consuming. So instead of just me wanting to share something out loud with you guys, it becomes a very heavy job. That was my biggest, obstacle from starting a podcast, like where I'm just talking. But then recently I realized that it doesn't matter. I have been looking at this all wrong. And the whole thing started because I recorded a video called I'm Leaving Building in Public. And that was a huge video because, for the first 3 years of my journey, I was focusing on the concept building in public. So that was me just pouring my heart out, sharing where I'm going in the near future and share my thoughts, share my plans, share my decision making, just the little things that goes into, making a call like that. And for that video, I didn't do much editing other than just cutting out the pauses and the filler words, we call it like the, la, like those. I wanted to keep it simple because the message is the most important. And I don't want people to be distracted by all the effects and all that. And the thing that I realized is that my audience received it really well. I think for the first week, I got like 700 views on YouTube. That was the most views that I ever get in any video because maybe I was trying too hard to do like the how-to videos. So that got me thinking, when we are someone who is like sharing knowledge, trying to teach other people how to do certain things, we're trying to share all the extra fancy editing, they're just upgrades. It always comes down to the message. Like, what are we actually saying in that piece of content? That is the most important. So then that's my realization. Like, I've been comparing myself to a lot of the big creators out there. I assume I have to do it their way. And even though I know that it doesn't have to be like that, but I still assume. So that's the hard part. But I think at this moment, I know that the key is in the knowledge, is in the message. So for me, right, at my stage, I have a bit of an audience, I have a bit of a business running, but I'm not like super crazy big. For me to maybe get from a 4 to 7 out of 10, I need to focus on the knowledge. I need to focus on the message. All the extra stuff is just upgrades. But maybe when I get to 7 and I try to get to a 9, then I can start having those upgrades because I know first impression or professionalism, production value, those are still important. I'm not saying those are not important. Overall, this is why I'm starting this. I want a place for me to just, share my raw thoughts and connect with you guys. And I want to keep it very simple. It's just me talking, hopefully not for too long. And then I'll continue to share what I know with you guys. But of course, the other reason is that, I've been writing my newsletter and a bunch of other emails for 3 years straight, very consistently. So I never really miss a week or something. I'm sensing that maybe because of the newsletter fatigue, like during COVID, a lot of people start newsletter, well, including myself, and we read a lot. And we're getting sick of just reading the same stuff over and over again, and then people sending so many emails. Well, I cannot say I don't send a lot of emails, but what I want to say is that I realize having just one single channel to really connect with my audience feels a bit limiting right now to me. I have so much that I want to talk about, but then I need to just pick one per week to share through my newsletter. That's quite sad. And also, I like to write my newsletter in a very structured way. It cannot be very raw. Like, it wouldn't be nice. But in video, maybe I can start with raw. Yeah, I think that's a new way for me to get in touch with you, connect with you. Hopefully, I will get more YouTube comments as I go on, because I think, yeah, it's easier to connect through video, and maybe if you have a question, you can just drop it down there. And of course, I'm just going to start with these kind of talking videos. I think I can do it consistently for many, many years to come, because it's kind of fun, actually. I record this because I just want a market start for this project. And I would look at this as a project. I don't want to see it as the thing that I'll be doing this forever. That sounds horrible. But yeah, let's see how it goes. I don't even have a name for it. I'm a big fan of move fast and break things. The key is in the message, right? So let's just kick it off and see where that goes, and then come up with a name later. All right. So that's it for now. Yeah, maybe I'll see you around. See you. Bye-bye.